Trying to get the skin of your dream for a long time but can't get it in any way? On our website, you have a unique opportunity to get your favorite knife. Users on our site can hand out skins themselves, and participants need to fulfill some simple conditions. For example, watch a video or buy a case on our website. After that, you automatically become a member of the distribution. Go to the User Giveaways tab and do what you like. Hellcase.
Do you have any unnecessary skins or want to sell them? Try SkinPlace. Visit the website, select the skins you want to use. Easily fill your Steam trade link. Make sure we offer good prices and choose a payment method. Hit the button and boom! Instant cash. Safety. Low commissions. Instant payouts. SkinPlace.
we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the CCT Tour Season 2. It is Series 10 here ahead of us, and we are entering in the close qualifier. Of course, we are currently in the group stage. My name's Over. I'll be bringing you the action for the first series of the day. And if you've just tuned in, you came at the right time, because we are going to be starting with our first game of the day. But before that, let's overview what we had already seen. Let's overview the schedule for the actual tournament and see where we are headed in the near future. As mentioned, we had already a few groups played, but not to its full extent. We have, of course, Group A here ahead of us. We have Granny's Knockers versus Alternate Attacks as the final match, which is tomorrow. Group B, of course, where Illuminar versus Young Ninjas also facing each other tomorrow for the decider. We've seen the elimination of both Gen 1 and well, we're soon to see one more. But we go to today's series, of course, to set it up to see what we await. As I said, we've got the schedule for 4 games, starting off with Group C. ENCE Academy versus Verdant is going to be our first match of the day. Thank you, production. You are lovely. As we can see, Group C here, we've had Verdant take a loss against Alliance, and of course, ENCE Academy against Revenant, the team with MBK, Nivera, etc. And the winner's match will be Alliance versus Revenant. The loser is the one we're going to be watching right now, ENCE Academy versus Verdant. Group D, though, the second match of the day that I'll also be casting, will represent Preezy versus Copenhagen Wolves. Both had lost against Favbat and Spirit Academy. So they are in a bit of an unfortunate position that now winner takes all kind of scenario. Loser is eliminated from the tournament and will not be seeing the main event, aka the Swiss stage, and then thereafter the playoffs. So we are kind of in tune with what we've had and what we're gonna have. So here we go with the matchup itself. ENCE Academy facing off against Verdant. And I think it's best we start with the Finnish team of ENCE Academy, as we can see them right here, right now. The roster about a month old with the new additions of Millard and Schwartz. We do have a little bit of a flowerful roster, a little bit of a colorful one, different than what we saw in the past. So if we go from left to right, Millard, and we have Miltzi and Tem, the 3 players from Finland, the original lineups, and then we have Tuhai and Schwartz. Schwartz from Georgia and Tuhai from Macedonia. So yeah, there's that. We got ourselves the roster of ENCE Academy. Yesterday, they lost against Revenant. And on the other side, waiting for them, or not really waiting, but rather preparing for them, will be the UK organization's roster: Verdant, Divi, Artist, Extinct, Giraffe, and Vacancy. Now, I've already spoken briefly about these 2 teams, and more specifically Verdant, as I've seen them myself a few days, maybe a week or 2 ago. We've got 2 Irish players, Artist and Extinct, and 2 UK players, Giraffe and Vacancy, with Divi the Frenchman, of course, connecting the dots. I'm interested in seeing how it goes, though, because as I said before, you never really know what to expect. Divi the Opper, of course, he's going to be the one trying to make sure that Verdant stay on top. On the other side, we have... I'm trying to remember, is it Millard that's opping, or has somebody else taken the new role? But in any case, we do have Verdant at the ready here to see and take on Team ENCE Academy. Not going to be easy. Obviously, it's not going to be easy. It shouldn't be easy, but we'll see where they lead us to on the veto. We got ourselves the bans first, and I presume it will be Verdant banning first, right? Yeah, because they have the advantage in the ban, or, you know, they have the higher chance of first ban. Inferno and Dust 2 removed. Not too surprised about that. Makes sense. Inferno, not really a map that Verdant are keen on playing. Then we have Dust 2 removed by ENCE Academy. Again, makes sense. Leaving us on Mirage first. Interesting choice here for Verdant, as we see Ancient second. And for ENCE Academy to go Ancient, another interesting choice, because they just lost it yesterday. Apparently, we have the switcheroo. We'll fix it ASAP.
but the veto goes apparently that Ancient is apparently going to be the first choice. To be fair, ENCE Academy is, well, as I said, a fresh team as any other can be. A month old. They've only played 3 officials, 2 of which were against their Finnish counterparts, Jano and Havu, and then, of course, Revenant yesterday that they did lose. And from what I remember, the loss was, well, a little bit painful. They lost both on Ancient and then on Anubis quite convincingly. Nuke went well for them. But we'll have to wait and see to see the whole veto. Hopefully we'll get it in a moment's notice here. No big delays. But if we go by what we saw already, so we're going to have Ancient and Miragen. Now, if I go by logic, I would assume then Verdant picked Ancient, and then Mirage picked by ENCE Academy. If it's vice versa, it doesn't really matter. Either way, Verdant is at an advantage. And then third and final map, if, let's say, Verdant decide to ban Anubis, which is the likely scenario, I would assume as much. Oh, Mirage banned. Ooh, okay. Wait a second. Hold up. Why? Oh, wow. Okay, this is different. Okay, I thought, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, Ancient and Anubis then. Okay, so Ancient first. That still makes sense. Anubis second makes more sense for ENCE Academy. And then Dust removed by Verdant, which should be not either a, but it should be a removal of Inferno here for ENCE Academy and probably Nuke. Yeah, I thought as much. Inferno removed and then Nuke gonna be our third and final decider map. Okay, so we got our veto. Ancient, Anubis, and Nuke. Nice little change for a difference, because usually it's, Ancient, Mirage, Anubis, or vice versa in an order like that. But the veto, it's going to be a little bit scuffed, I feel like. I really thought we were going to be seeing Mirage, and then Verdant decide to ban it first. I think they kind of ruined themselves, ruined the chances of winning themselves a little bit there. I really would have hoped to see Mirage in the veto. I guess they're not feeling confident enough for it, but in either case, ladies and gentlemen, map 1 is here. We start off with the pistol, and let's see where we're headed as we jump into Ancient, our first one to open the series up. Oh, Millard, Tem, already holding the line, finding Divi as well. Good hold, good fight so far. Everything setting the stage for a pistol victory for ENCE Academy, though the bomb plant on B, not contested, not cancelled out. Not much to be done about it. Bit of a weird choice, really, if you ask me. I would presume that they would soon rather be, I don't know, having at least one player on site. But the defuse is already coming, and a clean round. Wow. 5 survivors. Bomb plant is down for Verdant, though. That's pretty important. Keep in mind, the bomb plant will help down the line. Economically speaking, Verdant are going to be at least able to buy if they'll really want to. Now, hopefully, we can get this on the board, but yeah, everything seems to be okay-ish. Round 2, rush towards B. The idea seems to work well enough for the first. They do trade out. Divi finds another, but Schwartz close by. Vacancy brings it back 2 versus 2. The problem is there's still an M4 in action, and that M4 does the job and does the damage. Down to Artist. I believe the IGL, if I'm not mistaken, as, yeah, this is not going to go well for him, is it? 1v2 with 24 HP. He's running B, trying to get there ASAP. Kind of makes sense. You want to just get the bomb down, and that's your primary goal, but unfortunately, not sure that there's going to be much to be done about it. Now, we are having some audio issues, by the way. We'll try to fix that as we go. Apparently, we can't hear the game sound. Neither can I, by the way. But production is on it. Don't worry, lads. Production is on it. They'll fix it as soon as, well, they can. Guys, you know, it's normal. It's the early morning shift. It's Thursday. You know, they say that Thursday is the new Friday. We're all kind of eager to have that weekend come up. So yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get it fixed ASAP. Meanwhile, Verdant forced to play another eco, though anything but on vacancy. There's the hero AK, and if he can get an entry, that would be sick. Although the problem is the timing just doesn't favor him. Schwartz. Schwartz. Or Schwarz, depending how you look at it. In German, it would mean black. And right here, he is the Black Rider for Verdant, bringing death and destruction. Usually that's the White Rider, right? But, well, it can come in a variety of colors, as it is going to be round 3 to ENCE Academy as well. Giraffe has the AK, could try and get a kill if he's feeling lucky. But it's hard to say whether or not he's going to get it. They're just waiting outside of A. And it goes as well as you would imagine. They get a kill, which is nice. That's Artist with the P250. The AK, though, cannot connect. And there we have it. Another round in the hands of ENCE Academy, 3-0. By the way, guys, it's been a while since I've casted solo, so it's a nice little change. I'm always happy for these solo casts. Sometimes, you know, not always to have only solo casts, but it's nice to be here. Can chat with you guys and chat a little bit. I used to do that a lot. So hopefully we can get a little bit of a discussion going. Oh, I hear sounds, lads. For a second, I thought I'll have to do sound effects, right? I was almost, you know, gearing up for it. I was like, okay, gun round, surely I'll do the AK sounds, the op sounds. You know, I'll be your Michael Winslow for this series. But thank you, production. You're amazing as always. Love you, Exalted, fixing our audio issues, and we are back at it again. Round 4. There will be an op on Divi. Oh, well, there is no op on Divi, as he's dead. He is dead-o. Dead to rights. Verdant still deciding to go B here, perhaps. Is extinct. Well, he's going to make too high, too low, as it's going to be round 4. Kicking off with trades. No advantage as of this second. But the M4 goes out wide. Millard, the timing is on there. Re-peeking up the op. And Verdant better be very careful what their next move is. They could be losing another player, and very quickly at that. As vacancy. Oh, spotted at double doors. They know where he is. He needs to be extra careful, or he's going to be extra crispy. Lovely duet. Giraffe helping out. But unfortunately, peeking into the op is not the answer. Now down to Artist and Giraffe as Millard finds another spots. Artist in Cave. And ENCE Academy is about to get their 4th. Round 5. Tech 9s again. Seems like A is in the works. Let's see if they can get that ball rolling. They can get that bomb down on the ground. Oh, look, Miller, that is a very risky push. He pulls back. Last second, plays it safe. That's the op to lose, so make sure he doesn't drop the ball there. Spots the second player, though. That's a problem. And indeed, it is a problem. Decent damage and a bomb plant, though, is what Verdant is looking for. They won't be getting the round, surely not, but at the very least, they're able to get 2 kills plus a plant. That is enough in this instance. So, do we have any fans of ENCE Academy or Verdant in chat? Let me hear you, lads. You've been awfully quiet on both sides. I'm interested in knowing if there are any fans at all for these two teams. Surely there are. I know Verdant has a lot of fervent supporters, and I would assume ENCE Academy much the same. Another gun round though. Davey on the op. Once again, we have a default. You can see they're split across the map a little bit evenly. Looking at that potential mid-control as well. Miltsy, sound cue was there, so they know he's somewhere in the vicinity. So be careful. Oh, he goes out wide, the second player as well, through the smoke. ENCE Academy's Miltsy. Well, he's milking it for all they've got. Although, what is this? Mid-challenge, gotta be careful. Tem almost losing his life in that presence. Vacancy. Oh, he goes cave, he's dead, right? He might get one, but too high. There's the refrag. Like I said, if he goes cave, he is goner. As Devi and Giraffe. Oh no, Devi missed the shot. That was the one to break free to get the 2-on-2, though Giraffe is there to capitalize. It's too high. He's expecting a player still from Speedway, from lane, but it's going to be now a 2-on-2 retake. Divi on the op, Giraffe in cave with the AAK. That molly is actually going to be well placed. It's going to force Divi out of position. Miller ready for it, and Giraffe, well, he's not in a position that he can really find. Oh, very well. As I was saying, he's not in a position that he could sustain that fight for a long time. And that is going to be another round in the bag for ENCE Academy. They are currently taking Verdant with ease, one could argue. Well, what can I say? Not exactly the greatest of starts, as Verdant is having a tough time getting anything on the board. I see a lot of ENCE supporters in chat. The Finns always been good at this. Well, Verdant need a game plan, and soon. Timeout has been utilized, one of them. Discussing their possibilities, and more specifically, what they should adjust in order to start getting rounds on the board. Oh, he gets away safely as well. That's massive. There's another player to be potentially taken out. Oh, no. Oh, headshot. Verdant right now just not able to penetrate the defense. And look, getting onto A site is troublesome enough. They lose a great deal of their players just trying to get on into position. Let's see. What a shutdown. ENCE Academy. Yesterday they gave Revenant a run for their money, and today might just go down the same way. There is no easy way of saying this, but it seems like we could be in for a quick first map. Unfortunately enough, seems like that indeed is the case. Round 8. Well, let's see if it's going to be an 8-0. The Tech9s better work their magic. Schwartz already shutting down the early push out. Decent damage. Does get killed, so there is that. Not all is as bleak as it might have looked like at the start. To play with. I dare say that right now, Verdant, their goal is to get the bomb down. Their loss bonus is at maximum, so the bomb plant is not, I guess, going to be as important in this instance. Middle might go in towards Donut. And there's one man waiting, that's Millard. He's not going to be missing the first, is he? The second as well is his. He knows about the third, and quick shots as Millard shuts it down alone. 14 kills to his name. He is 14-1. He is having the time of day here. No problem whatsoever, as that is going to be another round on the board for ENCE Academy, and they continue to perform, and to more specifically outperform their opponents without any sort of issue whatsoever. Round 9. Round that's gonna potentially turn around, or will it? Verdant, Ancient is not looking as convincing as perhaps it should. Extinct at 44 HP. Suboptimal currently, the performance. find out soon enough. If there's any lifelines for Verdant to be had. 2 versus 2. Certainly this lifeline is the one they cannot miss. Oh, for the long engagement. Still loses against Divi and is down to 10. Round 1, perhaps the first one, and indeed it will be. Verdant comes a little bit later than expected, but it is their round. Finally. They bounce back. Takes them a long time, but they are back at it again. More than just the one. The one is the start, but hopefully it's not the end. As, oh, Schwartz again. How is he managing this? I do not know, but he apparently is doing it as good as one can imagine. I guess that speaks for itself, ladies and gentlemen. I have a sneaky suspicion that this is going to go 9-1. I hate to say it, lads, but I'm not sure Verdant are going to be able to do much at this point. Looks like they've ran out of juice. I am rooting for neither. I am quite unbiased in this sense. I would love to see both teams play well, and what I'm rooting for, to be exact, is good CS. That's it. That's my core process, a thought process, if you will. I just want to see a good CS, good game. And unfortunately from Verdant, not getting a lot of it. They're trying. Well, I'll give them that much. They are trying well enough, but it just doesn't seem to be enough. I mean, Schwartz has 13 frags. Miltsy 11, Millard 15. I think that speaks enough as to the capabilities of the side of ENCE Academy. And now we also know as to why did Revenant have such issues yesterday. Revenant were, first map at least, barely holding on, and they did lose at the end of it. So, on the first map, that is. The series they did win, and you know, once we went full 3, ENCE Academy, there's still a chance they might just drop dead. Just drop dead once we go to that second and third. But round 11, as Verdant is, well, still not having any sort of luck nor any sort of fun. Right now, they are taking heavy losses, and there's not a lot that apparently can be done by them. Say it, folks, but this round is far from Verdant as it gets. This is 10-1. Map 1 is coming to a close, and very quickly at that, simply put. Last one of the first half. Verdant can't get 2 on the board at least. They are not going to be having any sort of chance on that second half. I mean, already the chance is extremely minimal, so there is that. But if they get the second round at least, you know, maybe there's some sort of a golden thread they can follow and potentially bring back this game and this map in their favor. Finds Extinct. Getting through the smokes. Alert. Actually gets Giraffe. Divvy and Artist. Hold up. Unfortunately with Divvy down, Artist is alone. Bomb has been planted, but doesn't really change anything. 11-1. Map 1 is effectively done. I simply put do not see a way back in. As much as I would love to see some magic, something at least, this is not happening. I do not believe that Verdant can make a return with 12 rounds in a row, because that's what they need. ENCE Academy played extremely well yesterday against Revenant, that is correct. Revenant actually struggled in doing much on that first map they played.
But then on Ancient, they actually won. But it went to, I believe, 13-11, something like that. So the second map of Ancient that was played actually went far longer and far more
in favor of ENCE Academy than possibly most expected. But alas, again, as said before, and will be said again, this is quite the problem. Miller already on the pistol. Dooley's on the Artist though. Flying start on Schwertz, Tem and Miller. This is beautiful. Bomb is planted though, and pistol to Verdant. Should be at least too high. 1v4, no chance. And indeed, no chance is to be had. Well, okay, so something goes right at least, which is nice to see for a change. It's bomb defused. Side of Verdant. Actually secure the second. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall continue. And continue we shall. Another round that could see some massive changes. Although, as I say, massive changes, well, unfortunately not for Verdant, is it? They are already in trouble. In dire trouble, in fact, that is. As they run out of juice. They run out of players quicker than they can trade them in. Not exactly what you'd expect, not exactly what you'd hope to see, but maybe there can be a difference still. Miller finds Artist. That is 12. Yeah. Not a lot that can be done here, apparently. As the whole map collapses, unfortunately enough. Hate to see it, but them's the facts, them's the rules. If you don't play a good first half, well, you ain't gonna get a second one. As... what a disaster, to be fair. Quite the disaster, in fact. And good luck, Verdant. You'll need it. This is quite the shake-up. To 2. Verdant, another timeout. It's a little bit late, but better late than never, as they say, and I'm afraid that at this point, I don't think any timeouts will help you. It's just, it seems like it's a foregone conclusion where this map is going, lads. As much as I hate to say it, we have to accept the inevitable, and that is the fact that, well, Verdant are not going to be getting Ancient is what I meant. Yeah. What can I say? Not much, unfortunately, that will change the outcome here. Good openings, though. 2 kills coming for Extinct. Maybe Verdant can still make a difference. That's a big if. Big maybe. But hey. Vacancy finds 2. That's great. Final looks like it's turning around a little bit here. Will find the kill here for Verdant, and it's at least not the end of the world, right? That's, I guess, what we can put out there. It's suboptimal for sure, and concerning, no doubt, but hey, at the end of the day, at least it's not over just yet. 12-3. Not sure if I believe, but perhaps Verdant can make me believe. Let's see for certain as we get ready. Barnett by Eco. Giraffe holds the line. Bomb has been planted though, so this Eco actually quite successful. In fact, surprised they let the bomb be planted. Usually you try to avoid that best you can. Just keep in mind, this is an eco after all. So, we continue. Get ready for round of, what is this? 17. We get the entries. Hey, looking good. Okay, this is better. This is much better, in fact. At least they're starting to get a bit of that control back in their hands. They seem to be feeling a bit more comfortable. That one timeout might have been the one they required. A bit of magic now out of Verdant. Keep in mind that first half is still nothing to be proud of. So a very far cry from success. I actually can't believe the fact that Giraffe was not checked in pizza, but I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Just gotta take it as it is, on the nose. Well, here we go. Another round where it should be pretty simple, and ENCE Academy probably not going to do more than perhaps a single kill. Which is nice. Seems like everything is going according to plan so far. Six more to go. Verdant. Is this actually going to be happening, though? Is this actually a comeback? Like, is this something we can believe in, maybe? And actually see Verdant make a return? Now, I'm not saying I'm fully on that, right? I'm not saying I'm fully behind that yet, but hell, if this is the way they decide to play, well, I'll be I'll be pretty hella surprised. But in any case, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's see the gun round here as Schwartz finds again an entry. Giraffe, good replies. Oh, extinct through the smoke, able to catch off one of the stragglers. Giraffe finds another, but damage back to him. 2 versus 3 as Too High walks into a death trap. Fair enough. Right now, not everything going according to plan, apparently, for ENCE Academy. Slowly but surely starting to drop a lot of rounds, and quite convincingly so. Keep in mind, Verdant, for the most part, have done a great job after the pistol.
Holding the line, holding the team together. This series still open for the taking, potentially. 7-12. 5 more. I genuinely now could see a full comeback, which I didn't dare say at all once we switched the sides. I mean, guys, it was 11-1. I don't know how much worse does it need to get. Verdant, what is this? Going to be a phase comeback? Is this what we're going to be watching? Like an actual godlike, god tier return? 5 rounds in a row is no longer improbable. I mean, they've done more within the last few than I thought possible. Still wondering what the game plan is, but surely we'll find out soon enough. Too high, finds Artist, the trades are there. But the thing is, it only takes one mistake, and ENCE Academy will win. So, as the popular saying goes, you need to be right every time. I only need to be right once. And right now, ENCE Academy on the right path. Miltsy tagged up through the smoke. I mean, ENCE Academy looked fantastic on half number 1. Half number 2, not so much. They seem to be struggling in keeping an advantage. Those entries continuously going in favor of Verdant. That flash actually doesn't work well for ENCE. Oh, Miller, get ready. Miller. Oh, he turns around. The timing. Schwartz finds Extinct. B under attack. Here we go. Once again, it begins as Vacancy finds 2. What in the world has just transpired? Miltsy, he's good as dead. Yeah, I mean, this is rough. A lot of mistakes being made, and not gonna lie, ENCE Academy, it's starting to get a little bit out of control here. They're barely able to get any sort of entries. Whatever they do get is usually responses to their already lost players. 4 more to go, and perhaps we actually do see a full comeback. Verdant. Let's see if that's what they can pull. Their CT side seemingly amazing compared to the TE, but the rush B, there we go. Perhaps this is the time where ENCE say, no, enough is enough. We've had 11-1 on the halftime. Surely we close it out here. As Divi will connect. He stepped up massively, finding a double. Giraffe on Schwartz. There's no bomb plant. There's no plan. And there is no round. Whew. Damn. Verdant, what did you do in the timeout? How is this working out so well for you? Is what I'm wondering right now. Because no freaking way they can actually pull it away, man. God damn. Also Vacancy double. Yeah, that was hella impressive. Gotta give it to the man. Better than I'd ever imagined, but all in all, this is getting better by the minute, getting better by the second, and it looks like everything's aligned now for Verdant to make a full return, and holy frickin' shit if they actually make a full comeback. I mean, what in the actual world is going on if that's the, if that's the precedence being set? Lose the half 11-1, make a full comeback. Fair enough. Let's see. Miltsy will be able to get Giraffe on middle. He knows there should be Divi or somebody else close by. Vacancy not checked in donut. Mistakes were made again. ENCE Academy losing players left and right. But Schwartz, man, he's been good with these entries. Consistently able to achieve them. 2 versus 2. Finally, ENCE Academy on the verge of potentially closing out the map. Instead of drawing it out further, it seems like they've decided enough is enough. We're looking to close this one out right here, right now, and that's exactly what's happening. 2 versus 2 with Extinct and Artist coming in for the retake. They have, what, 2 smokes? Yeah, 2 smokes. And both have kits, but the problem is, look at the deep flank by Schwartz. Oh, the timing for Tem as well. The defuse doesn't work. There it is, 13-9. ENCE Academy will secure it at the end. It takes them longer than expected, but they secure it nonetheless, as map 1 goes in the hands of the Finnish. And across the finish line they go. Individually kind of slacking off a little bit on that second half, but they bounce back massively. Next up is Anubis, though. And honestly, this is where I start getting a little bit doubtful. A little bit problematic, you could say. Because we gotta start thinking big picture. Anubis, I mean, when you look at the series as a whole, given how it started, with Anubis being ENCE's map pick, with Anubis being their best map and Verdant's worst map, I can't say with in good faith that this is Verdant making it out to a third map. I just can't believe in that currently. They'll have to do far better on that first half of Anubis. But in any case, we'll go to a short break, be back in about 10 minutes as we get ready for a second map of Anubis.
Are you sick of just opening cases? Join the events. At each event, you can find special cases from which tokens fall. Tokens are your ticket into a world of unique awards. For tokens, you can buy a skin, premium, or special balance. Try your luck in the skin generator. Also, you can leave your tokens at the token vault. And the more tokens you keep, the better skin you'll get. Add variety to opening cases with Hellcase.
Do you have any unnecessary skins or want to sell them? Try Skin Place. Visit the website, select the skins you want to use. Easily fill your Steam trade link. Make sure we offer good prices and choose a payment method. Hit the button and boom! Instant cash. Safety. Low commissions. Instant payouts. Skin Place.
And we're back, everybody. We are back again. We're getting ready to see a little bit of magic here on our second map. Hopefully, second map from the side of Verdant. Though the choice is not theirs. It's the choice of ENCE, and Ancient was the one that Verdant chose to play on. Didn't really go their way, and with our second map being now Anubis, yeah, that's the frustration that we get to experience probably here for Verdant as well, because they didn't do too well. 11-1 on the first half, didn't really show up with anything. And then second half, they win the pistol, they keep winning a few rounds. They did lose one in between, so unfortunately they always had to fight for that overtime at the end. But the fact that they get up to 9 rounds is pretty impressive. That's 8 rounds total on that second half, and that is better than they would probably ever think of, given how they lost the first half. But with that being said, game is live. Let's jump onto Anubis and see where we're at. Well, with the formalities out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CCT Season 2 Europe Series 10. This is the close qualifier, and this is one of the last chances for the side of Verdant. They either do something magically here, they do something proper here, or they lose this best of 3. It's as simple as that. Well, we're about to find out if they do. We kick off with the pistol on Verdant, losing quite a few players already. 3 versus 3 still in action. Bomb going to be planted. Vacancy not to be stopped. And this is perhaps a bit more difficult than it seems at first glance. There's a molly on Vacancy. He could prevent the defuse. There is no kit, so if they play the time right and that molly timed to perfection, this could work out wonders. Divvy! A hat trick for the Frenchman. A tough start of the first map, but it's back to basics here, it seems like, as round is done. No defuse means no chance, and that is going to be a 1-0 start for Verdant. On their worst map, they bring it back. Well, it's a nice change. It's a nice change for a difference, that they don't have to fight for survival from the get-go. They're not completely in the gutter from the first round. Alas, still not safe or saved, but maybe they can make something out of it all. Be a force buy for ENCE Academy. Not sure I'm fully behind that. Force buys are dubious decisions that sometimes can work, but most of the times they do not work. Not gonna lie, usually I prefer to see full ecos for the CTs. A discussion that we've been having with my fellow colleagues for quite a little while now. What do you prefer to see? Force buys. Half buys, ecos. What's the go-to strat after losing the pistol on the CT side? And I think usually the agreement, well, not the agreement, but rather the understanding is pretty on the point of, yeah, you know, rather see a full eco than a force bite that doesn't lead anywhere. But with that out of the way, let's see what the plan is moving forward. Verdant going to be hitting the B side. They've already got a player on there. Artist looking for control. Should be a quick 2-0 start here. The UK team solid, though. Solid as they might look. Seems like they're going to be losing a few more players in the proceedings to the B side. As Extinct finds 2, Divi finds another 1v1 clutch. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. There's not enough time to plan. The round is done. Holy smokes, Verdant. Oh, God, that is so bad. Oh, that is so bad. Oh, Verdant, what have you done? Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah. Yeah. Verdant kind of screwed the pooch there. Not sure what they were thinking, but I'm sure not a lot in terms of time. Absolutely destroyed as they make a massive blunder by, simply put, not having a good enough of a game plan to get onto site in time. Ay, 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 ay. 1-1 tied up. ENCE Academy. A force buy that shouldn't work, but actually does because of the mistakes made by Verdant, as that will bring them back up. Well, not back up, but rather bring them onto this second, third round. I meant on the second, but yeah, this is I'm kind of just lost in this. Like, how do you mess it up that badly, lads? Extinct, disconnecting. Seems like we do have some tech issues. Maybe that was the reason why we saw the problems in the first place. I wouldn't be overly surprised if that is indeed the case. But it seems like it has been a bit of a step back from the normal. Well, regardless, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to get on with it. And so are Verdant and ENCE, as apparently Extinct is back, and we are able to continue without any sort of issues. Here we go. Round 3 as expected. We've got 3 M4s, 2 MP9s on the side of ENCE. On Verdant, single AK and Tech 9s. And hope towards the A side perhaps. Good entry, Giraffe. Doesn't check pillar, but Divi is there. Oh, Divi. Never mind. For a second there, I thought there could be something more to it, but Divi, too accurate, and seemingly stepping up from the not necessarily uncomfortable zone, but definitely had a few issues at the start of the first map. Definitely a few problems that, unfortunately, or fortunately, have been resolved by now. But gotta keep in mind, Divi is their opper. Once we switch sides, he better start performing. flash. Schwartz. Oh, the damage as well. Vacancy at 4. Now they will find Millard, but they know Schwartz is somewhere there. There's the nade. A little bit of an unfortunate turning point. And this should be a 3-1 for Verdant pretty easily. Unfortunately for ENCE Academy, they're running out of players faster than they're able to shut them down. ENCE Academy starting a little bit worrisome here. Not exactly the convincing opening that you would expect, right? I mean, it is Anubis. It is their map pick. As I said before, as this is the worst map for Verdant, in fact, statistically speaking. We are expecting ENCE to be doing pretty damn good here early on. ENCE is surviving. Gonna make sure the M4 can be utilized later down the line. Verdant, gotta give it to them. They are playing a bit more confidently now. You could see on Ancient they took their sweet time in getting on board, and ENCE was able to abuse that every step of the way, and as they should. As ENCE Academy, once again, this time an eco once more. Millard has the Tech 9 dropped to him. Maybe he can get a kill or two. That's what you would expect here. The M4, unfortunately, a little bit too exposed and a little bit too solo there. Can't really do much. And that is B-side lost unless... No, they pull back. Never mind. For a second, it seems like the attack might continue, but the decision has been made. They'll pull back to safety. Artist, taking care of Schwartz. The 2 rifles can be saved, or at least attempted to be saved. That's what you would expect, I guess. The real challenge for ENCE Academy. There is no AWP currently out for them. So Miltz is going to have to make do with the rifle that he has. And surely it should be enough, right? We're thinking. Should suffice. Towards B. Is the attack coming? Tem finds Giraffe in A main. Confirmation now for ENCE Academy. Okay, it's going to be a B take. They're getting ready for it. Schwartz, I believe, on site, if I see correctly. Same with Miltz and too high. Oof. Through the smoke, extinct. What? That is a nasty kill. ENCE Academy are doubtful in the hold. They're already pulling to safety. Millard still finds Artist, though. Unfortunately, too high getting caught. That is a unique problem that unfortunately for ENCE Academy becomes a bigger one sooner rather than later. Though Tem, good reply. Extinct is out. 2 versus 2. The bomb is down. And what is Divi doing? Oh, Divi. Massive mistake as he walks out of connector, getting caught in the back. And now it's down to vacancy. Bomb still halfway ticked over. And Schwartz, oh, he sees vacancy. He's going to get him. There we go. ENCE Academy cuts it close. A little bit worse for wear. But they do get the round nonetheless. Cost them valuable players in economy, but they get the round. As mentioned, they are not going to be done in that easily. There is another B hit in mind for Verdant, splitting through connector and through B main. There are 3 defenders this time. ENCE should be able to hold the line by all accounts. Vacancy finds Miltsy though. .48 seconds and counting. Running down the clock again. Seems like the plan is pretty basic here for Verdant. The execution begins after the flash. There's a smoke in towards long, or CT rather. Oh, spotting the player behind pillar. The timing here is just too good. It's too high. It's caught, and that is effectively almost run down. What? Round done? No, Tem says no to that. Tem with a triple, though gets caught by Divi. It's down to Millard. He's got the op in his hands, and usually that's not the weapon he wields, but he prevents. No, he does not. The bomb is still planted. 1v1 against Divi. The Frenchman looking to secure Verdant's next round, and certainly cutting it close, but Divi will be a little bit too good on the trigger. The Frenchman connects, and that is going to be another round done and dusted. There it is, ladies and gents. 5-2, Verdant. This is one hell of a start. Now, keep in mind, this is T side, so it's the better side for Anubis. The entries right here going way too well for Verdant, for ENCE to hold on long enough to get those rotations through and make sure that the defense holds up. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for ENCE Academy. Too high. He had the player. He had that position behind pillar. He was in a position where he could have made potentially the difference. But just is unable to do so. When all is being said and done, we do have a tech pause again. Apparently this time, if I am seeing correctly, from Verdant. Mouse issues. full eco, and unfortunately running out of money. A little bit unlucky in that department. Have to make do with what they have. And he finds Schwartz too high. Gets clapped. And this will be the 6th for Verdant secured, almost certainly. Tem, the only one that was able to grab a rifle, getting caught. That is, I think, more than distinct. Closing the gap. And the final 2. Verdant, man, damn, I did not expect this. I genuinely did not expect it. I thought that there would be a higher chance of victory once they were able to secure that first map ENCE. But it seems like their CT side is a little bit wonky, having a tough time in holding the line. Again, the gun round begins once more with the entry for Verdant. Miltsy out, and so for 10 as well. Too high, likewise. What is this? Verdant. They've awoken something within that I think nobody expected, and it's starting to be a problem. And a big one for ENCE. They are running out of options. Their CT side collapsing in front of our eyes. Miller and Schwartz, no reason to even be here. He should be saving already. This is extremely unexpected, I dare say. Not even sure to what to make out of it all. 7-2, man. T-side Verdant seems to work wonders. Right decisions, right choices, and, well, the absolutely right plays, apparently. Rather a single player running in, extinct. Oh, look at the speed of the attack. He's just running through, not even committing to hold the side or anything. He just runs through B, finds a free kill, draws the rotation, has the whole team in CT spawn, the info now available. And this will, of course, force the entirety of ENCE Academy to start considering that perhaps this was not the correct choice, and indeed it was not, as the A side has fallen. Verdant is just running away with this map, simply put. Not even sure how to properly phrase this. Besides, it's a disaster. It's a straight disaster. That's it. It's just disastrous. Gun round that ENCE cannot afford to lose, simply put. This is it. And Miller will connect. Oh, Schwartz holds the line with a double. Peeking in towards Khan, though. Not going to be the right decision, or at least towards Camera, excuse me. Extinct and Divi. Oh, Extinct, is he? Yeah, he is. He is going to move on forward. Tem going to be caught, and I think they know about Schwartz. They knew he was somewhere there. He got the kills beforehand already. 3 versus 2 retake. Not impossible, but if they lose that first contact, improbable. Oh, that nade doesn't really connect as well as one would imagine. Extinct takes the AWP, and Extinct actually connects. Goes for the second quick shot. Doesn't make it work. Now Divi again. Another clutch for the man. The Frenchman this time can't get it. And there is... Did I hear correctly? Did he click the bomb just before it started ticking away? Oh, oh my god. Down to the last millisecond it goes. Man, this game is something else entirely. 3-8 as the last round of the first half is here, and let's see. If ENCE can take it, if ENCE Academy can take it, then maybe, just maybe, there's some hope left yet in the tank. Can safely say that it ain't looking good, though. Support finds the entry. Good combo. Roth is out. Wide swing by Vacancy, and he will find both Millers and Miltsy. Ay, ay, ay. He finds the third as well. Tem and Too High reply. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 at least, so there is that. This has been quite the conundrum that ENCE find themselves in. Verdant with the bomb on the back of Divi, moving towards B side, most likely. Extinct outside of B main. Surely expectations are that the CTs will be somewhere close to B, if not on B itself. Oh, Extinct, the prediction. His prediction on point, and he hits the shot on Too High. Now down to Tem. That same position. Same position he's coming in from as his teammate that has just been taken out of commission there. Oh, the timing for Extinct just not there this time. It is Tem 1v1 against Divi again. The third time that the Frenchman had a clutch to play in. And will it be the third time he wins it? It will be. 3 for 3 when it comes to clutches. Divi secures another round for Verdant. And once again... Actually, no. Divi lost the previous clutch. Never mind. So it's 2 for 3 out of clutches for Divi. But that's still a pretty good stat, given it all. This first half, as good as it gets if you are Verdant. Second half, Pistol starts off pretty well. ENCE Academy able to get the 2 entries, secure the bomb plant, and Verdant, well, they might have been lucky on the T side. Perhaps that luck will not accompany them on the second CT, as we do have a 3 versus 2 already. Make it a 3 versus 1, and soon to be a 3 versus none, as there is a likely outcome of this Pistol now going to the side of ENCE Academy. Down to Giraffe, last player alive. ENCE Academy, they take the pistol. They're going to start off the same way as Verdant started on Ancient. The difference is Verdant had 2 less rounds to work with. Actually, 2 less rounds. It was 1 to 11. So ENCE Academy, if they're able to make this into a flawless few rounds in a row, a tie is inevitable, and then voila, ENCE Academy back on the saddle, back on the chance to pull a 2-0. Verdant certainly do everything in their power to avoid that, but let's be fair. Their CT side, a little bit lacking. Even on Ancient, it wasn't exactly a convincing one. Too high. Clean up. Make sure that everything goes according to plan. As we have our first gun round. M4s, MP9s. A bit worrisome when you see the MP9s, but they've got a kit on vacancy. There should be one more for posterity, but you know, I'm not even that mad there isn't one, to be fair. It's not the end of the world. Extinct. A lot of damage on him. As of yet, very slow approach. Tem though wins the duel against Giraffe. That's massive. A second for Tem as Artist falls. There's a site now open for the taking, and it should be easy enough of a pickup by the looks of it. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like we've got finally the advantage building up the way we'd imagined from the start, from the get-go. ENCE Academy, the better team currently. No doubt in my mind that from now on, ENCE Academy are not to be messed with anymore. I mean, I say that, and you know, they still went and lost the first half quite convincingly. Extinct finds Schwartz. All he knows about the player in Dart. The cleanup from Miltsy as he finds 2. And ENCE Academy, not only do they get the win, but they're able to clean up the survivors, making sure that those rifles do not make it onto the next round. Perfect setup that starts to take Team Verdant by storm. Round 16. 3 to go, and ENCE will tie it up. We're no longer far from that result. Good entry. There's still one rifle to deal with, and Extinct 5-7 dangerous nonetheless. But Tem finds it, and that is going to be going to be enough. Oh, the flank. Artist, hold up. Hold up. Artist does not give it up that easily. This could present to be a bit of a unique problem all of a sudden. Let's see if indeed that is going to be the case, because losing a few players here ends economy not dwindled too much, but the problem being you lose players that you shouldn't be losing against an eco, and it can show down later down the line that that economy, that the loss of those 2 players, 3, might have been exactly what makes you have an eco in a round that you certainly do not wish to have one. But nonetheless, Divvy on the op again. Miller on the op of his own. Oh, too high. Jumps into his crosshairs. Expected. Divvy accurate. There's ENCE Academy yet to take any sort of map control whatsoever as well. At this moment, not a lot of convincing performances on the pistol, or on the gun round at least, is what we can say. Read is on point for Verdant. They've got 4 players ready to defend. Well, Divvy's out, yeah, but the damage out there is quite severe. Artist and Vacancy, each one take 1, and Extinct adds on top of that. Number 10 for Verdant now secured, basically. Miller is not going to be making a comeback. Well, not a comeback, rather a... not going to be making any impact with this AWP. Okay. Round 18. And ENCE Academy still 3 behind. Artist painting a pretty picture here for the team. Miltsy brings it back. 4 versus 4. Miltsy finds Extinct. That's B-side wide open. The bomb has to traverse all the way to it still, but that is... I think the B side now free for the taking. There should be no opposition coming from the side of Verdant, and indeed there is not. That's too high. We'll find Artist. And the stars align yet again. ENCE Academy, they're not going to give up that easily.
Bomb has been planted.
Do they hunt down the last 2 players? I'd say for ENCE Academy, it's a bit of a double-edged sword decision. You could try, certainly. Problem is you are risking a lot with it. Any sort of failure could result in losing 1 too many players and then having to recuperate your losses on an already weakened economy. And this is where I mentioned earlier that loss against Artist is 5-7. The eco comes into play, right? Money is vital, and, well, the more you lose, the worse it's gonna get. Gotta keep that bank going, and they don't hunt anybody. 10-8, ENCE Academy not gonna give up that easily. That's always a nice sign, good sign. They don't wanna give themselves up as easily as it might have seemed at first. Shot by Millard. Millard continues, second kill already. He's definitely stepped up. Upping very accurately and making sure that damage is as severe as it gets. But back to basics. Let's see if there's a game plan to finish this off on a high note. Schwartz will find him. Down to Giraffe. The burning gives the sound cue to Giraffe. 1v3 for him. Rotations not really available. Artist too far to help him out. Spotted. Too high though. Well, not flying high. Not Icarus. As he takes down the last defender of a side. Artist, how does Miltsy completely ignore camera? I know not, but Artist still closes the gap. Nade in towards water. Oh, he's holding the bomb. Oh, Millard though thankfully heard that, making sure that ENCE do not drop the ball like that. That would have been pretty devastating, right? That would have been pretty devastating, in fact. In any case, ladies and gents, well, there we have it. Another round for ENCE Academy. The full comeback now in force. Question is, what exactly is the game plan here? How does Verdant intend to stop ENCE from securing not only the tie, but potentially an advantage, making life that much harder for Verdant once it comes down to it. Look at the money as well. Verdant has no bank left. So this round, it has to work. That AWP for Divi has been working wonders. His first half was fantastic. 2 clutches that he won straight out, and 1 clutch that he would have won if it weren't for the last millisecond of that defuse coming in from Schwartz. So a lot of factors playing into this, but let's see, 10-9 in the round that's going to decide the fate of this best of 3, potentially a 2-0 or a 2-1. Let's see, map 3 nuke is awaiting, and generally speaking, I would put Verdant above ENCE Academy. That is my my grading here, but ENCE Academy has shown great resilience and performance beyond the capabilities we thought them possible. Gotta be careful here, Millard. Gotta be caught. Not exactly what you want to see. Devi finds Schwartz as ENCE Academy Slow down a little bit too much. They're paying the high price for it. Well done by Verdant. 4 survivors. That is best case scenario you could hope for if you are on the CT side right now. Given their current situation, it really is a combination that gives them a fair chance of victory all of a sudden. 11-9, ENCE Academy. 5 AKs and not a lot beyond that. They have some utility, they have some firepower. Better bring up a good plan, or this is going to be ending on a very low note for them. Good entry again. They secured the entry. That's insane. The fact that they can keep doing this. Vacancy, though, does not know about the second player in towards jail. Millard brings it back. 3 versus 2. Now both are towards Temple, and I believe sound cues on Artist, so confirmation that at least one is in Temple already. Oh, come on, Millard. What is that? You got a smoke on your left side. That is such a bad move. Puts himself out there for everybody to take him on. And down to a 2v2. Giraffe at 19. Both players on ENCE Academy heavily injured, and this... Oh, that nade. Money nade doesn't get the kill, though. Smoke on the C4. 10 gets dropped, and I think potentially round is done. Oh, Schwartz again! Schwartz! My man! Again, clutches it up. Whew. This is some high-stakes poker right here, baby. 10-11. Money is a problem. Verdant, very little money left, in fact, to do anything besides either, you know, maybe a half buy into the next, or full force or full investment with, what, 3 M4s at best? Yeah, 3 rifles is what they'll get out. Actually, they can get 4, because Giraffe, if he buys a mini Kevlar, he's going to have enough to get at least somewhat of a decent rifle, aka the M4 A1S. But do Verdant actually want to do that is the question. Yeah, they're going to do that. They're going to buy in. Fair enough. Let's hope that it succeeds. Otherwise, this is going to come to a very quick close. As FAMAS, instead of an M4 for Giraffe, Extinct has another rifle. And Divi yet to decide. Glass cannon or not, I think, is the question. He's got enough for the glass cannon. Question is, does he actually buy it, right? I mean, let's keep in mind, he's been dying first every round for the last few, so glass cannon might just make that even worse. Technical timeout, by the way. Apparently we do have, again, a little bit of trouble with the mouse. But this time on the side of ENCE Academy, Miltzy's battery might have ran out, by the looks of it. Again, hopefully nothing too bad, too serious. Now, I will give you one and only warning. I haven't really seen many people doing it in chat, but if you're going to be spoiling, the next time I see a spoiler, you will be permanently banned from the channel. Thank you for your attention. And that was a public service announcement. ENCE Academy, the Lils, and 2 AKs. Not a lot of firepower as well, but they've got a chance. Let's see if ENCE Academy can get it up to 11. Can they tie it up? We're about to find out. Mid control going to be contested. Double setup. Artist and Extinct. Good setup that could actually work wonders. The pop flash. Oh, and too high. Goes too low. As Verdant dropped to make it the third as well with a wide swing of Giraffe. And that is going to be 11-11 surely at this point. It is a hard pill to swallow, but unfortunately it seems like that's the one they have to make do with. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it will be a tie, and there is very little cash left for the side of Verdant. In fact, whatever is left is the 2 rifles, the glass cannon on Divi that he decided to buy into, and the MP9. And honestly, if they can save that op, yeah, I could see some magic still happening afterwards.
Terrorists win.
Another buy. I can't blame them. Verdant, no, they need to close this out, and soon, before things get out of control. Artist finds 2. Tem finds 1, but that's not enough, it seems like. Quickly, Verdant. Make sure that they get 12. Overtime or no time at all. Let's see. Map 3 is still on the menu, boys. This is... this is chaos incarnate, this game. I'll tell you that much. And there doesn't seem to be an end to it. As we get ready to jump into the final round of regulation. All or nothing is where it's at. This has been quite the eye-opener, and gotta say, ENCE Academy, they had a few opportunities, but wasting one too many of them. On the other side, though, to be fair, so have Verdant. They haven't really wasted them, to be completely honest. There's still quite a little bit on the board that they can make work with. But we continue, ladies and gents. Round number 24, last one of regulation. Either it's overtime or it's no time for Anubis anymore. Too high with an entry. Vacancies out. As Extinct, looking for a double, almost secures it, gets heavily injured, and it's going to be Miller looking to reply as he does. Giraffe and Divi additionally on top of it. 3 versus 2, and I think a map 3 might be inevitable at this point. It certainly feels like it, smells like it, and if it does smell and look like it, well, it probably is like it. As they will find the final kills, and that is going to be Verdant securing Anubis. Ladies and gentlemen, map 3 is a guarantee now as we go on to Nuke next. So stay tuned. I mean, we won't be long. It will be about a 15-minute break before we get to Nuke. But damn, ENCE Academy flopping around like a fish out of water, and it costs them their own map pick. We'll take a short break as mentioned, and we'll be back with map number 3 in about 15 minutes.
Tired of boring case openings? Do you always get only cheap skins? The Hellcase website has tons of options to upgrade your inventory. It's up to you to participate in giveaways, events, or compete with other players in opening cases. Hellcase, your world of expensive skins.
Do you have any unnecessary skins or want to sell them? Try Skin Place. Visit the website, select the skins you want to use. Easily fill your Steam trade link. Make sure we offer good prices and choose a payment method. Hit the button and boom! Instant cash. Safety. Low commissions. Instant payouts. Skin Place.
And we're back, everybody. We're back with our third map coming up next. It is going to be Nuke. It is going to be Verdant versus ENCE Academy. And not going to lie, ENCE kind of fumbled that second map on Anubis, their own map pick. Worst map for Verdant, yet still coming out on top is a good result, though. Verdant show up in force. Divi, especially with the clutches he'd been able to pull, was fantastic. And hopefully we can see a repeat of that now on Nuke as well. His opping skills currently unchallenged in that sense. But nonetheless, we are getting ready to see our third and final one. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like this should be now going in the way of the side of Verdant. As I said before, I think they are a better team overall. And technically speaking, they should be winning. And I believe also, I've just heard the info that Verdant did win the knife as well. So, you know, it kind of goes the way that we would technically expect it. But never know until you get there. So, ladies and gents, I believe we're ready to jump into our third and final map momentarily here and get ready to see what exactly the plan is for the side of course, ENCE and Verdant themselves. And how do they intend to take this on? And what do they intend to change or bring up? As we are live, we jump into map 3. Map 3 is Nuke. As mentioned before, it is the final map of this best of 3 series. Verdant now potentially able to take out a potentially able to take on a 2-1 result and a reverse sweep potentially coming through. As the pistol begins, Giraffe will find Miller. That's the start you're looking for. Good opener. We do have Distinct, Miltsy, continuing in the same kind of manner, same kind of success. Everything aligning perfectly here. Begin. As they do not prevent the bomb plant, though. Well, there you have it. No bomb plant, which is a bit of a shame.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Round 2. Giraffe finds the first. Too high flies. Auto shotty for Artist. Something that he loves to play with, in fact. His favorite weapons on Nuke. Though Miltsy finds Divi, and we'll find Giraffe as well. ENCE Academy, hello. And it's the same as on Anubis. Once again, we start off with a bang. Not gonna lie, I didn't expect them to be able to counter it like this.
Terrorists win.
But they do. Too high finds vacancy. That is going to be yet another round gone. As vacancy, unfortunately, cannot clutch it out. Well, I guess there we have it. We kick off on a high note. ENCE Academy. Good start for the T side up against the 4-spy. We got a scout for Divi. The rest on pistols. Deagles 5.7, speed to 50. ENCE getting up on that silo. Schwartz checking the boost. But just as he turns, though, Giraffe's timing couldn't have come at a worse time for him. As that is round done. I'm joking, it's not round done. It's far from it, in fact. There's still quite a little bit of ways to go. Specifically, the fact that the Deagle could do some serious damage. Too high is out. Schwartz is at 15. One bullet will finish him off. ENCE on main. Timing here for vacancy as he hits it. Artist cannot get out of vents without burning, and with Extinct caught in the back, that flank has been cleared to perfection. Divi with the scout, still dangerous though. He could tag up a few, and not only a few tagged, but killed as well. And Artist! Hello, Artist. What a way to clean up the mess. And that is going to be perfect, in fact, because all of a sudden, does beg the question, the hell happened? How did they let that one slide? ENCE Academy, mistakes were made, and these mistakes are going to be hard to make up for. Back into Tech 9s, rushing down vents. Third player going to be caught. That's too high. Unfortunate development for him. Artist, auto shotty. As the bomb is planted on B, 3 versus 4 retake now begins. Verdant should have a higher chance of winning this round, but the fact that they do lose Giraffe is a problem. A second player going to be caught by Schwartz. Does he expect Divi? No, he doesn't check double doors. Not sure if he did not hear it. Just wasn't paying attention enough. Miller not really going to be able to do much, and that is going to be the third round to Verdant. Their CT side finally coming to life as they awaken the beast within. Round 5. Just pistols. Schwartz actually buys a Deagle? No, he's got a Glock. Never mind. He's just got the Glock. Dropped the AK, I presume, to ENCE, who's been doing pretty damn well lately. Temp still on 0 kills, by the way. That's going to be a problem down the line. Vacancy, tag. Return fire on ENCE a little bit. Both losing about 25 to 26 HP.
Let's see. Getting traded out though. That AK is lost, and so is the Kevlar. And with it, the hopes that this could go anywhere further. Oh, dead B. Well played.
So, ENCE. What's the game plan? Outside smokes into perhaps a B split. They had a pretty successful eco Tech 9 round, making it down vents, getting the bomb planted. Perhaps they can repeat that same success here. If luck would have it, they just might. As we kick off with round 6, again aggressive moves by Artist, this time with the M4. Taking a pretty easy first kill. Does lose quite a little bit of HP, but he is alive, and opening kills go in favor of Verdant. As ENCE Academy seemingly a bit lost as to what they want to do here. No outside control. Smokes are dissipating. Back into lobby, perhaps towards ramp. That's one way to play it. That's one way to do it.
Let's see, in fact, that is going to be indeed their go-to. Divvy on ramp, holding that line for CT. Giraffe with another. Divvy helping him out. It's coming together for Verdant, and as the boys in the UK would say, it's coming home. That is round 5 to Verdant, no doubt. Millard 1v4. Not sure I believe. First, he goes down B, so at least he could look towards that bomb plant. But there's a player already on short, on single. So that is obviously going to be a bit of an issue itself. Millard finds one. Unfortunately not expecting Divvy on ramp. At least not that quickly. That is round done again. Once more, the stars align and everything goes right for Team Verdant. First time out, ENCE Academy. Gonna talk it through. And they better start talking. And they better start conversing as to what the hell they need to be changing up in order to get a bit lucky. Or luckier. Go. Round 7 again. The one that's going to potentially give ENCE Academy another bomb plant. Maybe a little bit of luck to be had with it. Maybe a round even, but highly unlikely given the Tech 9s that they're having. Second smoke to allow the cross. Oh, that smoke is just a little bit short. But again, ENCE Academy, like I said, luck would have it. There's nobody in heaven to challenge that. So they're still safe for the moment. Not having to deal with any sort of surprises. Too high. Finds extinct. That's a great start. There's the AK. ENCE. Expect the flank to be quickly coming out from Artist. The answer is no. Oh, Artist, what? How does he steal away 3, make it 4, and it is only down to 10 as he is caught in the back by Vacancy, and that is going to be another round gone. And these rounds are going by quickly. Hope waning is what we can say. 6-1. CT side of Nuke, usually the favored one, to be expected, of course. But maybe there is more to this just yet. Again, a Nuke. Oh, Divvy It's the shot out towards A. Miltsy, good entry. The flank's already been set though. Look at Giraffe, how quickly he makes it into lobby from ramp. And the C4 yet to even get onto site. That's a problem. That's going to be a unique problem that's going to be extremely hard to break, as Artis with the auto shot, like I said, is one of his favorite weapons on this map. The bomb yet to even be put down. No damage dished out though, so chances are this could go very well as Artis offers himself up for free. It's out to Vacancy, Divi, and Giraffe. And Vacancy on the wrong position. He's going down towards the B side, thinking he would have to deal with a B retake. Instead, it's an A retake, and he's going to go up vents, is he? Oh, yeah, that's the... Oh, that is a ballsy move, but it might just be crazy enough to work. We begin with Schwartz and too high on the after plant. And the timing here is perfection. Giraffe, exactly from Squeaky, comes out. Sees the last player behind box, and that is round. That is 7-1. ENCE Academy, unfortunately, running on fumes all of a sudden, and not all of a sudden, but rather running on fumes already. And this best of 3 could come to a quick conclusion if we continue in the same manner we started off. ENCE Academy back to a buy. Millard on the op. Tem still 0 kills. He is just not having the time of day here on Nuke. They need him to start performing. If ENCE want to win, he's going to have to start picking up the slack. Or this will go to a very quick closure of the series as Divi and Vacancy, they clean up outside. That's the bomb dropped. That is 8-1. There is just very little chance left for ENCE Academy. And just like yesterday against Revenant, it seems like they're following the same principle. Start off really well on map 1, then map 2 kind of gets close and they barely scrape by that win. In fact, they don't win, but, you know, close to at least. And then on map 3, they fall apart completely, it seems like, as that is the case we're seeing right here. Verdant is just having the time of day, and there's not much that ENCE are able to do by the looks of it. Ladies and gentlemen, it feels like we've come to the natural conclusion of this best of 3, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, it certainly feels like it. I don't want to say it is it, but it's hard to imagine anything else given what we've been seeing up until this point. It's Tech 9s and pistols again. Giraffe, come on. That is just nasty. Very nasty performance. He is just right now feeling it. Enjoying himself in this best of 3. In this series as a whole. He's really put up the numbers and also the performance to boot. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not looking good. ENCE Academy is falling apart. And there's no more hiding it. It looks like we might have a very, very one-sided first half yet again. But this time, I'm not sure ENCE are going to be able to draw out another comeback like we've seen it on Anubis. I mean, they almost made it into overtime on Anubis, keep that in mind. They almost made it into OT. And if they had, I'm sure they would have probably done a much better job, or not job, but rather a much better, they would have had a much better chance of making it into a win itself, even a 2-0, which initially looked like what would be the case, but Verdant have stepped up massively. Artist again, auto shotty. He'd let the player out of hut though, that's a problem. Too high, in a position where he could do some serious damage, but the fact that Artist still gets it, that is just insane. Artist is just bashing on top of his opponents. As Tem Finally, no longer at 0, but I don't think it matters much. This game is just not there for the side of ENCE Academy. They are just blasted into oblivion by Verdant as Giraffe clears out Schwartz. It's a 1v2. He's got the bang. Millard has the C4, so the plant does happen. Closes double doors, actually gets the duel. 1v1. Can he get it? Divvy, he knows where he's at. And I think this is a massive advantage for Millard. The Divvy, I'm not sure he can succeed in, but... No way. No way! What? Divvy! Holy shite. That is amazing, Divvy. The clutches he pulled on Anubis seem to be transferring into Nuke as well. Ladies and gents, this is 10-1. Last round of the first half is here, and there doesn't seem to be much in terms of hope left for ENCE Academy. Hate to see it, but them's the facts, them's the reality. ENCE Academy is being outplayed by the side of Verdant. And what a way to kick off your final map. Kudos to Verdant, man. Kudos, that is fantastic. As I said, I had expected Verdant to do better in this best of 3. Well, can't say they are not. 3 versus 3. Freaking AUG on Extinct, by the way, man. Are you... Come on. AUG? Really? Really, what is this? 2016, 2015? Too high, this get 1. Bomb yet to be planted. In a 2v2, ENCE Academy certainly need every chance they get. Well, there's no better chance than this. 1v1 now. Bomb yet still to be put down. And expected player coming out of main, perhaps. Though we can see Vacancy is going to take his sweet time in approaching. Oh, bomb going to be planted. Vacancy still waiting the smoke. I think he's going to bide his time until the very end. He knows that he could be anticipated. So doesn't want to be risking his life for it. And Vacancy. Well, his patience works out. Ladies and gents, that is first half done. 11-1. This time, ENCE get a taste of their own medicine. Just simply put, they get destroyed. There's no hiding it. There's no way around it. And it comes down to 2 rounds. As ENCE Academy is on the verge of being eliminated from the close qualifiers of Series 10 of Europe here at the CCT. And it's safe to say they might just be eliminated within the next 5 minutes. Start, Schwartz and Chem, holding that line. Miller still finds another. Artist and Extinct. Last 2, well, make it just Extinct. About to become 1, but what? No way! Holy smokes, Extinct, 3 HP. A hat trick already for a 4K. He goes, but he can't close it out. Too high, will secure it. That is cutting it awfully close for my taste. And lucky that ENCE Academy have too high there with the dualies, and that Extinct does not hit the headshot because it was about a millimeter off the head, and potential 4K for the pistol to secure the round of 12 for Verdant. Damn, this is a dangerous game ENCE are playing, but seems like lifelines is what they're grasping at, and they're getting them. Fast push in towards vents. Going down towards the site. He needs to hold the line. So one by one, they give him the trades and more securely the engagements. And yeah, not really going to work out when you give Milsey opportunities like that. Well played. Good night. Divi, an artist, final man, up against 3. Does get the bomb down, does he? No. Actually, pulls up to pick up the FAMAS. Smart man. 42 HP on him. Runs back up A. Up vents already. It's too high. He's expecting that artist red like an open book. And at least they prevent any sort of disaster from happening. That could have gone horribly wrong for ENCE, but luckily they avoid that. Oh man. Bit of a heartbreaking moment, to be fair. ENCE Academy looked so good on that first map. Even on that second they looked good, but it's a damn shame they aren't able to get through with any sort of success. Tech break again. Extinct. Once more disconnected. Once we figure out what the issue is, we'll try to solve it, of course. Or I hope they can solve it without too much of a problem. As mentioned before, sometimes it just... the game breaks. Not much we can do about it. Round restarted, and I believe we are soon ready to jump to continue. It is true that Artist, if he had planted the bomb, there would have been a bit of a better force buy here available to Verdant, but nonetheless they still would have had to deal with most likely a half buy at best. As now ENCE have to claw their way back, though. This is a pretty tough way back. A lot to make up for in terms of difference. Well, they will try. Try as they will. They might be up against a bit of a reckoning. Let's see for certain. Outside with the Tech 9s. We do have a few smokes. Will find Artist. It's going to be very hard to get past 10 as well. And indeed, impossible. Losing 2 players for the cost of 3. Well, for the cost of 1. Make it 3 for the cost of 1. Not worth it. Never is, never will be. And there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen. Final chance. Still there. ENCE Academy still clawing their way back. I'm not holding out hope, though, until we see more rounds on the board. I don't think I'm going to be trusting myself for any sort of a comeback just yet. Nor trusting ENCE, for that matter, to be fair. They'll have to rein in the energy of map 1 in order to pull this one off. Gun round for Verdant, though. We got a little bit of util and a fast 8 perhaps. Is that the plan? That seems to be the case. Giraffe gets caught, or actually catches them, excuse me. Vacancy this time traded back. Miller, quick shots, too high with a double. Whoa! Too high! Certainly living up to the name. No, come on. Not like this. Goodbye, Artist, though. Doesn't check main. It's down to Divi. 1v2. Clutch again. And in heaven. That's a dead giveaway. That nade. Ooh. That nade could have made all the difference in the world. Divi finds Schwartz. 1v1. Against Miller, though. Against the op. Not gonna happen. Damn, ENCE Academy hanging on by a thread, but they're hanging on. Not gonna give themselves up that easily, it seems like. And a good thing, in fact. Hate to see quick losses like this, and still need quite a few more rounds in order to start believing. Verdant back onto Tech 9s. What's the game plan, though, I ask myself. Verdant, outside smokes deployed. Miller. Surely does not miss the first shot. Good flash. That's why he misses, in fact, as Miltsy will be only good for one. Second player is there, engaging. That's a very wide angle to take. Schwartz, smart enough to pull back. Make sure he doesn't get caught as well. That molly prevents the M4 from being retrieved. Oh. You can see actually catches Miller with a knife. Oh, that is nasty. That is nasty. Pressure mounting. As Vacancy finds Schwartz, but cannot hit the second shot, and that is going to be another round for ENCE Academy. 6-11, 5 to go. Now let's see that hope now rise.
Counter-terrorists win.
Another tech pause. Some issues once again in the camp of well, let's see. In the camp of, yeah, Verdant. Mouse issues once more.
Again.
As always, hopefully nothing too serious. Perhaps he hasn't charged the mouse enough. as we begin anew. Ladies and gentlemen, jumping into round 18 soon. As quickly as Vacancy is able to get his mouse fixed, we should be ready to begin. 19 kills for Divi, by the way. He's really doing a great job. Same for Artist at 18. Leading the team by example. Making sure that ENCE continuously also left on very low economy. So one mistake could completely crash them. As we continue. See, good start. Entry secured. Push into lobby door works, and there will be the catch on Giraffe. Doesn't even check ramp behind him. Mistakes were made. Four versus 4. Keep in mind, 1 round away from 12 for Verdant, and money for ENCE is extremely low. 0 loss bonus too. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe an Artist both. And look at who's in heaven. Vacancy finds Miltsy down to Miller. It goes. The op in his hands. Quick scopes in. Gets the kill, but it's a 1v2. He's going to have to clutch it again. Oh, jumps down. His herd. Artist in locker. This presents a serious issue all of a sudden. As Miller is going to have to go back up A. Bomb planted. Miller, he has to try this retake. Surely he has to try this, and he will. Comes in. Through vents. Divi from CT vent instead. At the ready. And that is going to be... Hate to say it, lads, but seems like another round done. 12 to a 6. 6 in a row now. ENCE, as I said before, unless they get up to 10, something like that, you know, get close to the potential tie. It's hard to believe in them actually having a chance to succeed, as 6 rounds in a row is what's required. ENCE out of money, and options are not just limited, but they are effectively almost gone. Vacancy finds too high. A lot of damage on both Artist and Vacancy, but one round, lads. 1 round is all it takes. 1 mistake. Miller trades 1 back-to-back. It's something, but it's not enough. Ladies and gents, it is something, but as mentioned, unfortunately, tie is not coming out, nor is the win for ENCE. 13-6 final score as Verdant clean up on Nuke and secure the series for themselves, they will eliminate ENCE Academy from Group C of the close qualifier of CCT Season 2 Series 10. As they continue their route through Group C into the Decider Series, they are not done yet themselves. They'll still have to fight for survival in the next few days. I believe tomorrow, the day after, is Group C's Decider match against Alliance, if I'm not mistaken, or Revenant, one or the other, depending who gets to lose that series. But in any case, that is it for the moment. That is it for our first series. It goes 3 maps. It goes pretty well, we can say, at the end of the day for Verdant, better than expected. But up next, in about 10 to 15 minutes time, we have Prezi versus Copenhagen Wolves. We'll be going into, as mentioned, the short break before we jump into our next series. So, yeah, I won't delay this. Verdant were better as expected. ENCE Academy, they had a chance on the second map. Never came to realization. And that is going to be it for the first series, as mentioned. We'll be back 10 minutes, and the series of Prezi versus Copenhagen Wolves will be coming up next.
You look into your inventory and there's only... It's time to forget about this garbage. Here you will find everything to play with really cool skins. Open top cases. Upgrade drop skins and turn your junk into a cool gun using the contract system. Every day, thousands of people upgrade their inventory with us. Hellcase.com. Look at yourself in a new way.
Do you have any unnecessary skins or want to sell them? Try Skin Place. Visit the website, select the skins you want to use. Easily fill your Steam trade link. Make sure we offer good prices and choose a payment method. Hit the button and boom! Instant cash. Safety. Low commissions. Instant payouts. Skin Place.
Trying to get the skin of your dream for a long time but can't get it in any way? On our website you have a unique opportunity to get your favorite knife. Users on our site can hand out skins themselves, and participants need to fulfill some simple conditions. For example, watch a video or buy a case on our website. After that, you automatically become a member of the distribution. Go to the user giveaways tab and do what you like. Hellcase.
Do you have any unnecessary skins or want to sell them? Try Skin Place. Visit the website, select the skins you want to use. Easily fill your Steam trade link. Make sure we offer good prices and choose a payment method. Hit the button and boom! Instant cash. Safety. Low commissions. Instant payouts. Skin Place.
And we're back, everybody. Short break indeed, as we get ready for our next series. It is going to be Preezy versus Copenhagen Wolves, and we are set to begin Group D losers match, as these two teams unfortunately lost their opening series. Wolves against Spirit Academy, Preezy against Favbet. And yeah, it's gonna be the losers match here to find another elimination. And of course a chance for the team that wins to move on to the Decider series to get into the Swiss stage. We can take a look at the teams themselves. Preezy versus Wolves. Of course, both of these two teams having recent changes, perhaps not as recent as I might insinuate, but about 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, ENCE joining, of course, the side of Wolves. But going on to Preezy first, to focus, of course, on the team that we all know and love, we all know and recognize. Definitely a few players that have been around the block for a long time. Of course, we've got from left to right, Equip, Griller, Cillion, Becky, and Jay Bowen. As, yeah, Jay Bowen, I believe the freshest addition, just after the player break, he had joined the team, and hopefully they'll do well. But the team they'll be facing off against, as I've already mentioned it is the side of Copenhagen Wolves. And, well, they have done recently pretty well. They've got ENCE up instead of Tops, so benching Tops and getting ENCE into the roster. Now, so far, statistically, ENCE hasn't really worked out as much as they would have hoped. Individually been a little bit disappointing in the last series that he played, or in the last, let's say, 5-6 series that he was performing in. Against Spirit Academy, in fact, quite disappointing to say the least. A total of 18 kills in 3 maps. But we got Tapeware, ENCE, Fessor, Bowmagic, and Shane. And, of course, their coach, Tohio, going to be leading the team to victories. Hopefully they can do it today. Otherwise, as I said before, it is elimination. As we go into the veto, let's see which maps will be played and which maps will be eliminated. Starting with the bans first. I presume it's Preezy to ban. Yeah, Ancient makes sense. I mean, it's not a map that, they like to play statistically. And Dusty removed for the Wolves makes sense as well. It's their insta-ban for the most part. And then we go on to Nuke first. Interesting choice from Preezy. Nuke is one of the more stable maps for the Wolves if you take a look at their whole map pool. And then with what the second being either Mirage or Anubis, I'd say it's a safe bet to be Mirage, yeah. Mirage has been devastating for Preezy. Out of like 8 maps played, 6 maps played, 0 wins. They really hadn't been doing well on it at all. And there's a reason why it's a pick for the Wolves. It's a punish pick. with Vertigo out and possibly Inferno removed as well, it's not exactly a map that I think Wolves want to play. They're going to leave Anubis as the last map most likely. I presume that's the case. And indeed, Inferno is going to be removed. As I said, the Wolves and Inferno don't really find a lot of common ground. Neither do Preezy. So technically speaking, this veto is not as bad as it might seem on paper. I mean, we got relatively stable first map of Nuke, relatively balanced, and then with Mirage the second, it's heavily favoring the Wolves with good reason. Though with 8 maps already played and 0 wins for Preezy, I'm imagining finally Mirage could come out on top for a change. You know, you never really know for certain. And then with Anubis being the last map of the series, if it does get down to it, we'll have to wait and see, of course, how it goes and what happens. But Nuke is our first map. Preezy chose it. Wolves start CT most likely. And only time will tell how it goes. We jump into the first round and into the first map. As I said, Wolves on the CT. Their statistics support their CT side quite heavily at 57.3% win rate on it. So that's in itself impressive. T side at 46.5% win rate. Not exactly great. Pistol even worse, 35% win rate. So if you look at stats only, the Wolves are not exactly the greatest on pistols, but perhaps they can show us something here today. Shane on Griller. Shane finds a second. Jay Bowen replies. Still gonna be a 3 versus 3. Festor has made it out of Squeaky, out of Vents, in towards this beautiful position that he finds 2 on. And Becky, well, he's able to get 1, 2, but not the third, as Fessor will find the hat trick and secure the Wolves' advantage to begin on Nuke. Now, taking a look at the stats a little bit, it has been a bit up and down for Preezy. When you look at their recent, as I said, wins or more so losses, a few question marks definitely come up. They mostly, like Preezy, have lost the last 9 best of 3s. In the last 5 weeks, they have lost 9 best of 3s. For the Wolves, it's not much different. It's 6 best of 3s lost in the last 4 weeks. So both have been on a heavy losing streak lately. And I just hope that we see a bit of a different side to these two teams today, because otherwise, well, I'm not holding out a lot of hope for them. To be fair, the opponents of the Wolves have been much stronger and much, I would say, much tougher. Overall, the Wolves have faced off against 1 win, Sampi, Passion UA, Young Ninja, Spirit Academy. Perhaps Spirit Academy can be said not to be the best, but on the other side, you know, Preezy had lost against Fabfed, a random Ukrainian team, with Bondik leading them. Eklot, who have done great recently. Hermida, Monty-Gen, Prodigy, the suspect Young Ninja, and Johnny Speeds. But yeah, in any case, back to the gun round. We do have the first AKs out for Preezy. They're losing players left and right. They do trade a few, but damage on Equip is quite severe. And Becky, well, he is going to have to do all the heavy-duty work himself. Estate Ware finds another kill. Shane will close it out. And the Wolves start off strong. As good as they could hope for, to be fair. Next up. Like 9s, a few pistols. Already a free kill for Shane. hoping for. Still gonna come down to a 2v2. This is more than I imagined possible at the start. Shane holding B site. Becky at 3 HP. Not a lot of hope for the side of Breezy. As the Wolves close it out again. Shane 8 kills already. Tapeware 7. 1 death for each, and same for Fester, 5 kills and 1 death. I think that speaks volumes enough about the quality of these two teams, or specifically one in this case. Can't say I'm overly surprised up until this time, until this moment. AKs are out again. The op. Ooh, Driller. Getting grilled a little bit there. Hopefully not burnt to crisp. No entrance as of yet. Boys up in main. Takeover finds Bo Magic. Tapeware finds 2 though. That is insane. Fester out of secret as well. Holy smokes. Again. We have a bit of a development in favor of the side of Wolves once more. And in the back, Sense catches Becky. Yeah, that's a problem. Not something you like to see. Sense finds Griller. Another 2-man action. Ends up going nowhere, unfortunately. Breezy is having a tough time getting any sort of success early on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's safe to say that right now everything is going perfect for the Wolves. That's kind of crazy, actually, to be fair. The fact that that can happen as easily as such is kind of maddeningly good. But here we go. Sense gets 1. 3 versus 3 again. Breezy after a timeout. Surely they'll have some sort of a plan how to approach this moving forward. As the bomb is planted. Oh, Jay Bowen repositioning the bomb plant, in fact. And that gives valuable seconds to the Wolves for that retake to actually have more time in approaching the site. I mean, the second guessing it's themselves, not exactly awe-inspiring nor much else, but it will be finally Breezy succeeding on that first round. Finally, Breezy, do not let this one slide away too quickly. again. Good start. Seems like the Wolves will come up against a bit of a bigger defense this time. Better defense, in fact. They were holding that line, though.
Sense will find Jay Bowen.